Beam, bom, right? So let's go bar 145, 144, right where the Clarence and bassoon comes in.
That's the nice thing about these blues note scales. The melody, the melodic content is so strong, even if a note is not in the chord or not even in the scale you're using, you can still make a good, strong melody out of it.
Yeah. Okay. One more time like that, but a little faster. Ready, go.
I don't know how fast it goes.
Make sure you really sit on your sits bone, right? Don't get too high. 3, 2, ready, relax.
The Phoenix Project idea came from many years of actually performing with Lexington Symphony and having audience members come up and say things to us like, oh, you know, I used to play in college and high school and it was such a big part of my life. And of course, the answer that the question I always make is, so are you still playing? No, I can't, no, it's in the closet. And I said, okay, you know, business gets in the way, kids you have to raise and get them into college, but it is something you can come back to, and it's something that you don't forget. And the idea of creating this Phoenix program was to give people a chance to sort of, when they get to the point where they have a little more time, pull it out of the closet, and you know, if you're a wind player, get all the pads replaced, string player, new strings, and get a chance to really revisit that playing that was so important to you 20, 30 years earlier.
That's it. There you
Okay, good. Wait. Okay. Now, the other thing that's happening is we now have some direction to it. So instead of it being really dull, like it was the first time, right? When the trumpets come in, this is a color change. The composer's like, I'm going to add that color change to it. So when you guys come in, da 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 da, it says pianissimo, and you got a diminuendo at the end. But naturally, you can do a little bit of that. Da 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 da. It adds that little bit of excitement, and we go, ha ha, color, trumpets.
Yeah, so we just moved here with my family from Brooklyn, and we've been living there for 10 years, and it's been hard to find somewhere to play, to find some space. So moving to Lexington, we had a bunch of space to play. And then I came to one of these, the Lexington Symphony Orchestra concerts, and heard there was an opportunity to join and play again with an orchestra, as I used to many years ago. And it just was perfect timing for me. I play the trumpet, and I have no idea exactly when. It was probably 4 or 5 years ago that maybe even 10 years ago that I played the trumpet. It came back pretty quickly, but I think the main thing was the sitting with friends and sitting with people who are also playing their instruments. Just the camaraderie of it was the best thing that came back, flooding back to me. Felt really good, the way everyone blended in together and helped each other, and Sam, our professional, was awesome in leading us through and really helping us to feel comfortable. And yeah, we're looking forward to what's coming next.
Would you say you're more nervous or excited?
Excited, yeah. Really, it's joining up again with musicians. I've missed that immensely. I haven't really played in an orchestra setting. Even just sitting at the back of an orchestra, playing the trumpet and listening to the rest of the orchestra play, it was such a therapeutic thing for me in my previous life. And so be able to relive that again has been absolutely fantastic.
A friend of mine has been singing in choirs with the Lexington Symphony, and she told me about the project, and I just thought it was a wonderful idea. The idea of having adults, you know, pick up their instrument from the old days. I didn't mean to say old days.
No,
Okay,
that's
cut
okay.
that out.
So that's what we've been playing now. So for you it's G.
I was very nervous. I practiced on a keyboard that I borrowed from a friend, and tried to learn the music, and was very worried about being unprepared, but it's a very supportive group, so just try and have fun with it.
A flat. Right, you get those habits. The biggest part of that is really listening to, if you want to make it cohesive, listening to your neighbors, playing where they're not, responding to what they've played, and that's what makes jazz so sophisticated and so difficult. A 1, 2, 3.
Well, the good thing about this group is that we've got a mixture of seasoned veterans, and then we have a few new people. Well, I actually never played jazz or blues, so it's all new to me. I've heard it. I've certainly heard Miles Davis and most of the songs that we're playing, but I've never played them. But when I started practicing, I just fell in love with all the chords. The thing about jazz or blues is you're playing something and you're allowed to go to places that your imagination lets you go. So it's actually kind of more individual, I think, than, I mean, I'd love to play in an orchestra too, but it's a different thing, and I feel like blues music is just very emotional and supportive, and if you're new to it, to try things out. You can really make a mess of things, but that mess might be interesting.
1, 2. You should be on the last note. Everybody on the last note? If we did, we were successful. Down to
Jeff Leonard, he's
So-
really nice and enthusiastic and knows everything about music and how to approach teaching, how to make people feel appreciated and excited about what's going on. So yeah, it's great. I mean, we're being well led.
Thank you, Lexington. Right? I mean, right, for everybody here. Wasn't it clear where the next downbeat was coming by how he set that up? Yeah, we didn't even need anybody to count for us. You just listen and follow the man with the skills over there. So does that make sense, what's going on with this chart? And that's another one we can open up for soloing on, and it's a little different playing in 3. You stretch out what you're doing. Same chord progression, Instead of 4-4-4, it's 8-8-8, and it's 1-4-1, and then the 5 chord takes on some odd permutations in this. We just play blues scale over it, and your work's coming out of it. Good. That's a nice set on this, So this is just a really straight, there's no arranger's chorus in it, just some variations in the melody, which you're nailing, and that's all we've got. And then we solo over the blues, and this is a concert F blues.
Well, my wife and I are big jazz fans, and I thought it would be an opportunity to learn more about the internals of how it works, with professionals, and maybe have a chance to trade licks with them. It's been an eye-opening experience for sure, but definitely is something that I'm enjoying so far. You just realize how when you play with professionals how good they are, and like how not good you are. But it's definitely something that I'd do again.
Now let's go ahead and let's go to 61. Play this shout chorus. This is the one that's a little tricky.
Well, first of all, it's non-auditioned. That was pretty critical, because that would turn away a whole bunch of people right away. So what we did was we opted to have them self-select. And people are pretty hard on themselves usually. You know, they'll write a little paragraph and say what their experience was. Oh yes, I used to play a lot in college. Some of them have had quite a bit of experience over the years and have dropped it. Some actually only started playing an instrument a few years ago. So what we've discovered from the people who are participating this pilot year is that we have quite a wide spread. Some people who actually have picked up an instrument and they've been getting lessons and been working at it, and then other people who had quite a bit of proficiency when they were in their teens and 20s, and then basically have, you know, taken a hiatus of a couple of decades.
Now the C sharps. Okay, keep holding. Now, the E's are going to switch to a G. You're going to switch to a C sharp, and we'll switch to an E. Ready? And switch. Those pitches together. So now, what I think would be useful is if, say, maybe like the four of the cellists there, you could play an E, okay? And then let's have... So I've been in the Lexington Symphony for about 20 years, and when I heard this was happening, I was really excited because one of my passions is education, and I love the idea of bringing people in the community in to make some music with us. I mean, it's been amazing because the violinist I've been working with, you know, she's a very wonderful violinist. It's just that kind of life got in the way and she stopped playing, but she's really a wonderful player, and it's been really fun working with her. And then everybody I've talked to has just been so warm, and they've worked so hard to be here. So that's another fantastic thing, is how it's really brought people's violins, violas out of the, you know, basement and into their hands again, which is really important, I think. You know, the great thing about something like this is that everybody is sort of riding the wave of the music, so that you have the professionals who have played all this repertoire and who know it really well, who can kind of carry everybody else along, and then there's an energy there that everybody's riding on. So it doesn't matter if you play all the right notes, it's more just, here's the experience of making music together, which has always been what I love about it. You know, I love orchestra because it's really something we do as a group. And so it doesn't matter if every note is there, it's more just here we are making this music together, and I want everybody to have a great time.
Our job right now is to say, hey, give yourself some slack here. You haven't played in a while, and you want to have fun. It's sort of pulling yourself out of all the pressures that's happening around you all the time, and getting back into something that is positive for you, and then being able to plug into people around you who are playing the same piece of music. I mean, that sort of group inspiration thing is fabulous. just one little thing. La da dee bo da da dee da dee da dum. You've got it. It sounds beautiful. Now sing into it and enjoy it. It's just a little sort of ya da dee da 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 da. Just do a little bit of it, and just the whole idea is it's got to have life to it. So 110. Let's have just bassoon and flute, and just sing it. It's all yours. I know that they are going to be demanding of themselves, so I'm not going to have to kick and scream and yell. It's a matter of encouraging people to move in the right direction, and that's what it is. It's a positive thing that you all do together to achieve something higher. A performance is just that, it's a performance. So we are going to be working very hard to both the jazz performance Wednesday night and the orchestra performance on Thursday night. And that's a whole gear shift for everybody. I always say, if you had a performance and there was nobody in the hall, it's not a performance, it's a rehearsal. When you're sitting there in the hall and you're all dressed uniformly, and the audience comes in, it's your time to have something to say to the audience, and that's a different experience. It's not like, oh, he's going to stop in 15 bars because we missed that. No, it's a performance. It's your time to tell the story.
Thank you. This is the first time we've done this program, and there's the jazz component, and then tomorrow night there's the orchestra performance. Professionals and amateurs from the community. What's happened since Monday, I think, is incredibly remarkable. You see, we have room to grow in the audience as word gets out, but this is going to be a fun evening to just sort of enjoy the ambiance. Jeff Leonard and Chris Beaudry, both Lexington Symphony musicians, have been leading the group, and I just, again, thank you for coming tonight. Have a great time. I'm going to turn this over to Jeff.
Thank you. We've had a remarkable 3 days. And it's been such a great amount of work and so on and so forth. We are focusing on tonight, Wynton Marsalis calls blues the origin language of jazz. And so what we've got tonight are a variety of blues tunes. Now I know when I used to teach in the jazz course, and we talking with some of the young students, you say, okay, somebody describe, what is, in a music context, what's the blues mean? And someone, it's a sad feeling and so on and so forth. The blues is a song form. It's a structure. But we've got so many different twists and turns on it tonight, and we thought we'd have a good time with that.
Well, there's a lot of camaraderie. As they were saying in the jazz band, there's, only 7 of us. So, it's not like a big orchestra where you can get lost. Everybody's kind of out front there. And they've been very supportive, very nice.
So they took care of getting the rust off. My job at this point is getting them, as I said, out of those telephone booths to be able to listen to what's around them. And you know, that sounds logical, but it's really hard. If you're used to always doing this and you're by yourself practicing, you can be rushing, for example, and not notice it. And all of a sudden you can't rush because, hey, the cellos have got the regular beat going in there. So it's really sensitizing them to the group dynamic. And that's what we're doing now. That's what I'm doing. There are a lot of things like remembering that the hall changes how you feel when you turn the lights down, that we totally take for granted. I mean, as professional musicians, this is just part of normal for us. So it is kind of interesting to do it and then have somebody say, "Oh my God, that changed everything." So yeah, it's kind of interesting for us too. Monday morning orientation, we had all the Phoenix people together, sitting where you are. Nervous. I mean, that was the one thing. Everybody was nervous. Like, you know, are these professionals going to be ogres? What do you mean you missed an F sharp? No. So, first of all, I'm very proud of all the participants, all the Phoenix people, because man, they came to that first sectional on Monday. They knew their music, right? Yeah. They worked so hard. On the other hand, you know, sometimes professionals, they're teachers, a lot of them, and I didn't know how our guys would work. Now, I have a huge place in my heart for the Lexington Symphony players because they are unique. Among orchestras, and I still conduct orchestras all over the world, this is a very special group of people. They care. They're warm. They care. They love the music. They come here because it really means something, not because, oh, I got this gig and I got another one at 7:30. I'm so proud of the fact that they turned out to be warm mentors, inspiring people. I mean, watching them, and they're peppered throughout the orchestra, watching them actually build the sections to be able to hand them to me as we built the orchestra up larger and larger until just yesterday morning we had everybody in for the full orchestra. It's huge. We did not dumb down. That Tchaikovsky overture, Romeo and Juliet, that's a biggie. That is really a biggie. And I said, look, you miss a note, that's not important. What's important? You tell that Shakespeare story. And I hope you could hear Lord Capulet, Romeo, Juliet. It's all there in the music. Now, somebody said to me yesterday after the jazz concert, well, why didn't you identify all of the Phoenix people? Not going to do that. Do you know why? This is a group effort. Pros, amateurs, and it's something we need today. Everyone positively creating something to share with you. So this is not them and us. This is an orchestra of people playing their hearts out for you. So please give them a hand. This is the Phoenix Orchestra.